We see anti-Semitism coming from four converging extreme ideologies: radical Islam, the extreme far right racial movements, conspiratorial ideologies, and activist elements of the contemporary far left who direct collective grievances of Israel's actions towards Jewish Australians. And what we saw was a convergence of those four ideologies, all centering on Jew hatred and really growing within our society. So those four ideological extremes that I described always existed and always had anti-Semitism as part of their fundamental ideology, but what changed, first of all, was the convergence and conflation of those, and second of all, their movement away from shameful radical fringes and into mainstream discourse. A lot of this took place online in a way that was then amplified and normalised. The concentration of that rhetoric really made its way into mainstream discourse. Our research tells us that many Australians were not able to recognise anti-Semitic tropes when they were presented, and so the lack of awareness, together with the concentration of this, really allowed it to take hold. And then the other thing we saw was the presentation of anti-Semitic actions and words in places that were previously considered safe, in hospitals and schools and workplaces and in cultural institutions. Anti-Semitism is often described as the world's oldest hatred. It is a constant presence across time and space, but it's often laid dormant, and including in Australia. It's been dormant, but it's been persistent, and it's evolved and shifted over time from a religious hatred, an allegation of Jews being Christ killers, to a racial hatred, Jews not being white enough or pure enough, a political hatred, Jews as communists or capitalists, as the case may be. And in contemporary Australia, it looks different again, laying collective blame on Jewish Australians, largely for Israel's conduct. It's also different now because it moves faster and larger. The role of the internet and social media allows these hateful comments to reach millions of people within milliseconds.